Alright, how's it going, guys? So, as you can see, we have the starts of a building. We don't have a roof yet. I gotta work on that. But, in the live stream, we got that set up. It is much smaller than the base setup that we are already laid out here that we're gonna do for our first factory here. But it's big enough for us to start getting some stuff moved into, mainly our crucible and things like that. Basically, we worked a lot on getting from here back over to the hidey hole thing. I did make a bed so I can set my spawn over here. As you can see here on the map, we've got a road that you can't see here because this is well, there's a little bit here, and then we've got tunnels, and it leads all the way back over to here. Didn't get over to this area, but technically we're not going to be at that area anymore. So we just need to get to the copper vein, which it dumps out there. So here's our first bridge. I put these little walls with light poles, or as light poles. Once we get into making coke ovens so we can make creosote, we'll actually use IE light poles and probably make the lanterns from IE. But for right now, we're just using torches. Which I missed one right there. This is just to give us a little bit of safety on our path here. And if you notice this is something that happens automatically when you use your shovel and make a path. So, like this, as long as you've got the path here, it'll automatically set it for you. And with Greg's path, unlike vanilla, when you put something on top of it, it will not untrample it, because, well, it kind of doesn't make sense to untrample it when you put something on top of it. We put this here so when I'm running through this way, I don't go flying over the edge. I think it looks kind of nice with the wooden beam across there. And then we turn this way. I use gravel and slabs over here because gravel makes a nice road. And then gotta duck your head to get through there. Redid all of the walls where it was dirt. I still got to do the roof yet. And this was all gravel we dug out for that. That was all gravel we dug out for this. This was a lot of gravel to get this done, by the way. And when we get down here, we get to our next bridge, duck your head. And this one is a higher up bridge, so we chose to do cobble walls here. And then into the next tunnel, which we left a nice little glass see-through here. It looked better than having cobble on the outside. And then across our next bridge, which is unfinished. I got to get that finished yet. And this is where we ran out of gravel, so I've got to get that finished when I find more gravel. I'm going to do something to make this look better. But we'll do that again probably in the next live stream, which will be again Saturday or Sunday morning. And then it just dumps us out right here in our copper vein. So I can officially get stuff moved over to the new place, which is what I'm going to work on right now. I need to get our rubber trees cut down so we have some saplings over there. Take our sap bag over there for our rubber tree, and I'll probably leave the bushes. I don't think I need that many bushes. I might grab a few of them. Which, by the way, I was talking about how we only had one kind. I don't remember if I mentioned this before, but I talked to Greg about it, and he said a while back, probably like a year ago, which I've been playing in a world that's way over that, so I didn't realize it, and Greg didn't put it in the changelog. But they're now kind of spawn like a rock layer. So you'll have regions basically that are all the same kind of berry bush. So you'll have to go out and explore if you want other types of berries. Luckily, we're in red currant, which is the one I like, or black currant or white currant. I just like currants. So I'm fine with that for the moment. I'm going to start grabbing this stuff and taking it over there. But let's take a look at the book real quick while I'm here. We have been doing mainly what's here in the Stone Age. But if we go to the Steam Age, there's one here for rubber trees, which is making our sap bag, having a rubber sapling, and getting our resin. So we've already done this one. You can read all of that, but I've pretty much already explained it. And then the next one is for sticky situation, which I'm kind of confused about because we already did this. And I'm not sure why it's not detecting it. So let's see if... Okay, it did detect that. So maybe I didn't have the resin, the rubber sapling when I did it. I did talk to Chubby because it's kind of weird that it wants 4 glass bottles and 4 glue when this is talking about making the liquid barrels, which only needs 1 glue to do it. So you guys may see this with only needing 1 glass bottle and 1 glue, but I'm going to go ahead and I don't think there's enough water. Yeah, there's not enough water in there. And it's nighttime, so I will grab that in the morning and get that done. Holy crap, I forgot to clean out my backpack of crap. Where are... Didn't I put some bottles? Yeah, there's 3 bottles there. So I'm just going to need 1 more to get this done, which I have... I'll just drink one of these real quick. That'll give me my 4 bottles. So that's that. Now I just need 3 more resin because I actually got to make the glue, and a bucket of water, which technically I'm going to need... No, I'm not going to need 4. I only need 1 bucket of water for that. So I just need to do... Well, maybe not, because it won't do it. How much is in there? There's at least half a bucket in there. So I'm not quite sure. Okay, why is it not emptying these? Can I not empty that back in there? I can drink it, because, well, it's a bottle of water, but I didn't realize I couldn't put it back in there that way. Okay, so we'll just clear this, and in the morning, we'll go get a bucket, and we'll put it in the mixing bowl and deal with that. I'm going to start collecting some of my stuff, and we'll get it all over there. And then tomorrow's, or Friday's video, our next video, we're probably going to start making a thermometer so we can get into making iron. I may actually start on that today. But also, I didn't really show you guys, but there is also your utility page here, which is Hopper. You can make bronze, nickel, like all of them. I did the lead, so we can go ahead and get our cookie for that one. We actually made this one, but it requires the sticky situation, so hopefully that'll pop up. And this one here we can do. It's just making a jug and a mixing pot. I still have clay over here. I do. Alright, so let's go ahead and get that one done. Alright, so we need... I actually have to look because it's been a while. So that one. Do I have the... There's the rolling pin. And I can make a knife. Is that really the only flint I got on me? That's like the only flint I have on me. Huh. I must have left all the other... Oh no, there's 63 right there. Okay. Oh, and I also got to show you guys something. Remind me in a second to show you something. Oh yeah, right. You can't do that. Okay, so there's just a clay jug. And then we also want the... Well, technically I can just go in here. We also want the measuring pot, which is like that. So that, and that. There we go. And then we can cook them both up. There we go. There's my bark. Cook them up. That'll get them both done. Basically, the jug is a way of holding fluids. It holds 2 buckets worth in it. You can drink from the top of it. Same with this measuring pot, but the measuring pot only holds 1. You can place them in the world, and you can just right click on it, and that'll let you drink it. You can also interact with mixing bowls and bathing pots with it. It's a really nice way of dealing with things that aren't semi-fluids or simple fluids, because your wooden bucket will only do simple fluids. This will do anything that isn't hotter than the melting temperature of ceramics. Also give you a nice way of just storing fluids for the moment until we get to something else that'll allow us to store fluids, i.e. a barrel or a drum. Alright, so let's go grab a thing of water real quick. And we'll get this done. Now there is a, if you need to work with a machine with your measuring pot or your jug, there's a funnel that you'll need to interact with blocks like machines. The mixing bowl and the bathing pot are open top, so you don't need them for that. But like drums, barrels, and machines, you'll need to use a funnel. We'll get to that when we actually make one. Alright, so there's that. And that should have, give me my cookie, get that done. So we now got that done. And before I forget, periodic table, every different element that you grab, you have one that discusses that in here. So like copper, just need to have either copper dust, copper ingot, copper plate. So we've got 4 of them. I'm actually going to leave the cookies for now. I'm going to take it once I have all of them. Alright, so there is one. We'll see if we can get some more resin out here. The sap bag isn't collecting more than 1 at a time currently because we haven't been here. So it's not loaded. There's nothing on this tree, so we might as well go ahead and cut this one down and see if we can get a sapling to take back to the new place, which we got 2. That's good. Now we just got to get that thing to give me some resin. I'm going to go smack some trees over here. I'll be right back with you. Okay, well that was kind of a bust. I went over where I knew there was a tree, but I had already cut that tree down. So I ran all the way over here, found that one. I wanted to show you guys, since we haven't been in the swamp yet, this green water, this is swamp water. You do not want to go in it past your head. You can go in like this, but once you go past your head, get out here a little bit, then you will start getting hungry and nauseous. So you don't want to do that. If you need clay, find a Greg layer. Don't go swimming in that crap. Bad for you. Also, this mud. We've been getting mud balls dropped by zombies. And if you break this, you'll get mud balls. You can literally make this with 4 of them. And the nice thing about this mud is, I'm looking for some sugar cane. You can actually grow sugar cane on it. There's some right there. Without water next to it. So normally sugar cane's kind of a pain in the butt because you have to have an adjacent water block. Well, since mud is dirt with water in it, you can literally grow your sugar cane right on that. So all that zombie poop, as I call it, that you get in your inventory, you can turn into mud blocks, or you can find a swamp and get you some, and then you can make a nice sugarcane farm. I have enough of it, so I'm going to put this one back. Now, let's go on back over. There is one other thing, well, there's two other things in swamps that are very nice that you might want to get a hold of. One is a sapling from a willow tree, because willow logs give 2 charcoal versus 1 charcoal when we start working on creosote again, when we get a coke oven. And also, it drops sticks when you break it down. So it's a really nice way of collecting sticks when you need lots of them. And I'll show you here if we look at the willow log in a... Oh, and Greg has a did you know. So find willow tree in the swamp, harvest leaves for sticks, use log in a coke oven for double the charcoal. So shows you right there, but you can also go to the coke oven and 1 log, 2 charcoal, and 500 creosote, where if you do any other log, it is 1 charcoal and 250 liters of creosote. So willow is really good for both of your fuels. So you definitely want to collect one of those for when you are doing charcoal, if you choose to do so. And there is also a chance for there to be peat in the swamp. I don't see any right now. It grows underneath dirt, kind of like the clay does. And usually you can find like a cave and maybe find a little bit of it. Otherwise, you kind of gotta. And this is all mud. Basically, the any sand in a swamp turns to mud. I was just kind of going underneath it to see if I could see any, but doesn't look like it. But ooh, hey, that's a hole. We don't want to go down there. But basically, it's just like the peat from forestry, if you've ever messed with that stuff. Speaking of, there's some right there. So there it is. Since we got forestry, it's peat. All the normal things. You can make the butyssus peat. You can use it to make torches. Works as fuel. Does 10 smelts per item. That's basically what it is. And as you can see, there is plenty of it in here. So just sit here and break it out with your shovel, and you've got plenty of fuel. It's a really nice early game fuel that you can just dig up out of the world. It's something that you're not going to want to use in the crucible unless you got a thermometer shut off and you're doing something really high heat or something you're cooking a lot of, because it's like same as or technically a little bit better than coal. So it will be long burning and will not go off very quickly. Alright, we get another one in there. Okay, we've got 3. We can now go make the last of the glue for this quest, which should open up the edge dummy. There you go. Out of there, back over to, there we go. So we now have that done. Give me my cookie. And now that will open up for your liquid storage barrel and your better wooden barrel, which we will get into all of that stuff later, along with our better item barrel. We need better things for that. Don't need to store fluids right now, so not real worried about that at the moment. Oh, I wanted to check this, because now we can get in here and let's see if, where is my tape? Thought my tape was in there. It's not a big deal. I can make another one. Oh, there's my tape. Alright. So does it detect an open roll of tape? No, because it wants the closed one, which makes perfect sense. I'm going to go ahead and get that one closed up so I can take it back. Just double checking that there's no marble. Alright, so get that one done. So we can get the tape quest done as soon as I make another roll of it. Grab this, grab that. And actually there's one other thing that I probably should make that kind of amazed they haven't, there isn't a quest about it. Alright, well, we're gonna make one anyways. We're gonna make a juicer. Very simple. Throw that in there. This is my favorite way of not having to eat while I'm working on a crucible. Just take one of these juicers and sit it down here. Has an NEI button, so you can see what it does. There's a butt ton of recipes. I'll let you go through them all. But basically what we're going to be using it for is juicing our currants out here. So we can just grab a few of these. And there we go. And we have a chance of getting fruit remains back. You can turn them into mulch if you want. You can burn them as fuel, or you can eventually turn them into biomass in a fermenter, which is what I will be doing with them. So for right now, I'm just going to throw them in there, but you can take your juicer, right click on it, and now I have 900 liters of currant juice. And this is where I need to make sure that y'all understand this. To drink something, you have to have 250 liters. So, right click, I take a drink. I now go from 900 to 650. If it has anything less than 250, it will not do a partial drink. You just won't be able to drink it. It's a limitation of Minecraft. That's what the food values are set at, is 250, so deal with it. If you ever need to empty it, for some reason you need to use the jug, you can always dump it into one of these two. These are great for voiding fluids, because as you've seen with the water, I just broke it, the water's gone. So if for some reason you're changing juices to a different kind, say you got blueberries and you want to go to strawberry or currant or something, and you got a little bit left in there, you can just dump it in there, break it, and you're good to go. But that's the in-world juicer. I love it. You can also fill up your bottles from it if you want to carry bottles of juice. If we go down here, am I not spelling that correctly? No, I wasn't. So you see right there, current juice bottle runs electric current. Really, Greg? I had never read that one. But yeah, you can make a bottle of it. It shows the recipe, but luckily it shows this. You just right click your bottle on it, just like we did this, and it would pick it up. There is also current smoothies, which is just a mixing recipe. So if you have ice, which you need crushed ice, which you can juice your ice. So if you find ice in the world and you have a way of picking it up, which, by the way, the saw will do. I do believe it actually says that in its tooltip. Let's see. Faster on planks, slower on logs, can harvest ice. So, if you want to make a smoothie, you can just use this nice juicer and make yourself some current smoothies. Just use a mixing bowl, put 125 liters of crushed ice and 125 liters of currant juice together, and you'll have currant smoothie. And then just pick that up with a bottle and it'll give it. Again, you don't need the bottler, you can just pick it up there. And then you also have ice cream. Greg has added his own ice creams. So, snowballs, current, you can make current ice cream. And for ice cream, you have a load of them. Since we have a jungle right over there, we can make chocolate ice cream. Just got to go get some cocoa beans and make molten chocolate, which says it can be done in a smelter. Should be able to do it in a crucible. I'm not sure. I haven't tried it. We might have to test that. Ice cream is just heavy cream, water, and salt. Salt's pretty easy to get. There's veins of it. They're blue. We can also get it from seawater eventually when we get a dryer. But we'll play around with ice cream later and make some of that. There's even a bear ice cream. Just need mincemeat and ice cream, and you can make bear ice cream. But you got Superman, you got whatever that is. I have no idea what those are. Neapolitan, rainbow. That one's a really nice one to have if you have rainbow sap. And one of these days we're going to find that, because that's some good stuff. But anyways, I think I've rambled enough for today. If you have any questions about any of these things, let me know. I'm going to get rid of this dirt, and I'm going to start running some of this stuff over to the new place, and we are going to work on the mercury in the next one, so we can actually get us a hand thermometer We won't be able to make the upgraded version that goes on the Crucible, but we can at least get the hand version done. And I will discuss all that with you next time. Hope you guys enjoyed. Also, I hope you guys checked out that pre-test video of the new fuel cell fusion reactor cell thing that Greg is adding for the next update. They look quite interesting. Also, the issue with the hydrogen one being infinite has been fixed. So don't worry, you're not going to be able to have infinite power out of your hydrogen like that, like I was. But I'm going to get on out of here for today. I will see you next time, and we'll get the thermometer made. And then we can actually get into making us some iron. We can technically do iron without a thermometer, but it's a little dangerous. You're getting up to the upper limits. We're going to make a thermometer first. So have a good one. I'll see you next time.